How's it going, everybody? My name is Release Radar, and in today's video we take a look at the performance of Killing Floor 3 here on the Valve Steam Deck OLED. Let's get into it. Alright, so here we are loaded into the game. I did have an issue loading it up the first time that I tried to play it here with my recording software, but I have played about 20 minutes in handheld mode and had no issues. So I don't really know what that was about, but it like froze after it finished compiling shaders. So we're going to go ahead and just look at our graphic settings here. Go to video. We're at 1280 by 800 full screen. This is what this all looks like right here. And then going down to our quality preset, we do have everything on low. Bloom is off. Lens flares are off. HDR is off. And then down here, we have reflections and global illumination disabled, as well as FSR on performance. And so with a game like this, I want to prioritize FPS over visual fidelity. If you're fine with 30 FPS, you could probably turn the graphics up a little bit more and see how that runs. But we're going to start here on low settings, and we're going to just slowly creep our way up to an overall quality preset. I can't even click that. Okay. Of ultra here. So we're going to start on low, then we're going to do medium, high, and ultra. So let's see what the best FPS we can get is here on Killing Floor 3. So I'm in the firing range right now. I did not customize my controls, so that was a little bit of a rookie mistake. I said I was going to do that, but then I just didn't, so oops. But we're going to go ahead and zipline. Wait, what? Okay. So it doesn't properly line up. So it says close right here, but I have to move my mouse down to click that. So that's going to be a little weird if there's any prompts I have to click through during actual gameplay while fighting zombies. But we're going to go ahead and approach this computer right here. We're going to select the mission on normal. See, we have to go down for start match. But I'm also going to let it load so you guys can get an idea of how long loading times are as well for the game, going from the, I guess, the hub of the world into an actual arena to fight zombies. So not too bad. Once again, can't click ready by clicking ready. I have to go all the way down here. It's a little weird. I wish I knew why that was, but I have a feeling it's just because of the 16 by 10 aspect ratio of the Steam Deck. So here on the left hand side, I have the performance graph pulled up. Obviously you can see our FPS right now is at about 73, and this is different than what I did last time. So I guess we can't do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I guess it puts you in a different map because this is not the same map I played already. Interesting. But, ooh, what is that thing?
We got work to do.
Okay. We're running around here in the open world. We're getting our open area more like. We're getting about 70 FPS on low settings, which gets me pretty confident for higher multi-tool required. Okay, that's lame. So I don't know if I have an objective other than just kill zombies. So we're just going to kill zombies. Ooh, okay, so you have a knife as well. So we're just going to get into some combat here. The way I have to record these videos, I've said this a bunch of times, but it's a little weird. So my aim is never great in these because of the delay and everything. But we're going to just go ahead and truck through. Sprint seems to be a little slow for some reason. I don't know if that's just me. I never played much Killing Floor 2 or 1. But I believe this game was not a full $60 or $70, by the way. So it's interesting to see all these game companies push for 70 and with Nintendo $80 game prices. But then we have games like Expedition 33, Elden Ring Night Rain, and now Killing Floor 3 all launching below $60 when $60 was the old norm. So I'm not entirely sure why that is. Oh, you can check your... Yeah, that's cool. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm just going to throw a grenade right there and run away. So overall here on low settings, we're getting about 60 to 70 FPS while killing zombies here in the open world. The problem is, can I pause it? Okay, I can. So we're going to go ahead and go up from low settings here. I love the guitar work in this. This feels very Doom Eternal. We're going to go from low to medium here. Hopefully it doesn't require a restart. Doesn't look like it does. We're going to save those settings. We're going to see what our FPS looks like here on medium settings. Why am I getting 30 FPS? Really? 30 FPS? Okay, wow, so our FPS got cut in half by going up to medium settings. I'm gonna have to go through the actual settings themselves and make sure like ray tracing didn't turn itself on, because going from low to medium should not cut your FPS in half like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Let me see what turned on here. Okay. No, okay. Cancel. The way, yeah, so this is a little annoying how the mouse doesn't perfectly line up with what you're trying to click. All of that. It lines up here perfectly fine. I don't know what this is. So my assumption is that the lumen settings got turned on. Am I correct? Yes, they did. So we're going to turn this off on both of these. This is really annoying to try to line up properly. And save this. And that should get our FPS above 30, because I don't want lumen enabled on a freaking Steam Deck. Yeah, okay, so this gets us up to 40 FPS. So we gain 10 FPS just by turning that off here. So we're going to go ahead and run to the next... actually, I can just skip to next wave. I don't even care about upgrading my weapon. I just want to see how this runs. I don't care about trying here. So medium settings gives us about a solid 45 FPS here. I kind of want to stay in like the same area. Ooh, I did not reload. Okay, so let's see this. So we're getting 35 to 45 FPS here on medium settings, which makes me not really want to crank it up to high and ultra, because, you know, you want a playable experience in a game that's all about running around and consistently and effectively taking out a bunch of zombies. You want to have a good FPS to do that, right? And it doesn't seem like the Steam Deck can provide that above medium settings, which is a little upsetting. Now, I do want to actually double check really quick, because I didn't see if this changed our FSR setting by putting it on medium. So we're going to go to video here. We're going to go all the way down. And yeah, FSR is still on performance. So this is performance FSR on medium settings. And we went from 60 FPS on low, 60 to 70, to now 45 FPS. So that's a pretty big jump. That's the kind of jump I expect to see from low to high, not from low to medium. So it seems like this game I would not recommend running in high settings, but just for the hell of it, I do want to see how it looks. So we're going to go ahead and pause. Oh, I am out of bullets, and I don't know how to put the ammo bag down because I tested with a handheld. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have bullets, so let's go ahead and go to... dude, these guitar riffs go hard, by the way. This is very Mick Gordon. We're going to go from medium to high. I'm going to expect to see lumen turn itself back on, so I have to go back down here and turn this off. Off. Save. Okay. So I'm expecting to see about 30 FPS now. I'm curious to see. It's still hovering around 40. Interesting. Okay, well, that's not at all what I thought was going to happen. So, okay, there it is. 30 FPS. That's what I thought. Explosions cause pretty big spikes in the frame time graph, but it's nothing crazy. Let's see if melee attacks are viable. Ooh, this is very choppy. Or is it the blood splatter effect that's causing my FPS to jump down to 20? Oof. That is not fantastic at all. Can I heal myself? Is that what Q is? Okay. Interesting. So I almost would advise against using melee weapons on the Steam Deck, because it seems to mess with your FPS by quite a bit. Do I have like a default melee attack? I do. That's interesting. We're gonna grenade right there. And there we go. Alright, I'm afraid to see what Ultra looks like, and I'm probably not going to try to do Ultra during actual... Well, I will. It's for the video, but we're going to go to... Now we're going to go to Ultra settings here and just see what this looks like. I can't imagine this is going to be great. Oh, did I crash? Okay, no, I didn't. Once again, we have to turn lumen off and this off as well. And then for ultra settings, I'm going to go from performance to ultra performance and see if that changes anything here. So now we're on ultra settings with ultra performance FSR, and we're getting 40 FPS, which is kind of a lot more than I thought we would get. So I'm going to go to settings again. I'm going to go to video, and I'm going to turn it from ultra performance, excuse me, to... We're going to go from ultra performance here to performance again. Have it on the same playing field as the rest of the testing that we did. So my assumption was incorrect. It seems like this game, there's some setting that turns itself on between low and medium that drops your FPS down to 30, but then it happens to just kind of stay around that if you have your FSR on performance. So that's interesting. I have 56 seconds until the wave starts. All right. Can I upgrade my weapon? Ooh, what is this? I want a shotgun. Can I have a shotgun? Oh, fire weapons? I am very curious to see what that does.
Your eye for quality armaments is unparalleled.
I would not mind a shotgun, though. Oh, victory, that's it? Okay, interesting. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to end the round. I wanted to keep running around and killing things here. We're going to continue solo. And so I want to see what the absolute best FPS we can get is. And then also I'm curious to see how the game runs at its most difficult as well, which is ultra settings without any kind of upscaler turned on with Lumen. So the next thing I'm going to test...
Unsettling movements. We've reason to believe it's not just another military mishap.
Okay.
Tread carefully.
Okay, cool. Yes, of course. I am very invested in this story. We're going to just do the same thing again. And so I'm going to try to get the best FPS we can for this here. So we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to video. And we're going to go from ultra settings. We're going to move down to low. I'm going to have to make sure that Lumen is disabled again because it seems to turn itself on. Okay, we're not. And then we're going to go from performance to ultra performance here. And then save that. So by the way, if the devs of this game are somehow watching this video, please fix how your mouse doesn't line up with what you're clicking on, because I'm clicking on the thing above me right here, not the thing that the cursor's on. Very obnoxious. But this is absolute best case scenario for our FPS here on low settings with FSR on ultra performance. Feels a lot smoother than the other one did with ultra settings with performance FSR enabled. So we're going to go ahead and load into, I think I chose the same mission again, but I'm not entirely sure. So, dude, the guitar riffs in this game, I will say the music team did a good job. I know this game's getting mixed reviews, and I'm not entirely sure as to why. Not only because I haven't looked into it, but I'm also just not like a diehard Killing Floor fan. I played a little bit of 2, never played the first one, and this is my first experience with Killing Floor 3, basically. And this looks like it's a different map. Yeah, this environment looks different. But with our FSR on ultra performance and low graphics, you can get about 70 FPS out of the game. And so I would probably play with performance FSR instead of ultra performance, but still on low graphics to get a higher frame rate playing this game myself. So this is probably pretty close to how I would play the game personally. But like, I mean, yeah, this just feels so smooth after playing through what I just played with the, but let's test the melee damage. Yeah, so the blood splatters don't seem to lag me on low settings like they did on ultra. So I wonder why that was. But overall here with Killing Floor 3 on the Valve Steam Deck, I recommend playing on low graphics with performance for your FSR, or if you want graphical fidelity, cap your FPS to 45 and play on medium with performance FSR, and you'll have a pretty good experience. And you can probably get away with ultra settings with performance FSR with a 30 FPS cap as well. But what the hell is that thing? Oh, it's like a spitter or whatever from Left 4 Dead, right? This feels very Left 4 Dead. Do I shoot him in the glowy bits? I do. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just bring this game to its knees at the end of the video here. So we're going to go to video settings. We're going to go back to ultra. And remember, this is worst case scenario for the Steam Deck. So what I'm about to do here, I do not recommend doing. I recommend low graphic settings with performance FSR. That's how I am personally going to play this game on the deck. So we're going to turn bloom to standard. See how low I have to go to click on the thing I'm trying to click? It's so stupid. And then we're going to turn this to TSR, whatever that means. And then press save. TSR is temporal super resolution. Okay. We're going to save. Our resolution scales at 100%. So this is worse. Whoa. 10. This is, I can't even do anything. This is a PowerPoint presentation. So yeah, this game requires an upscaler to run on the Steam Deck. Not that that should be much of a surprise to anybody, but we're getting 11 to 12 FPS. Now, ironically, it's a very smooth frame time graph, but this is not playable. So low to medium settings with performance or ultra performance on your FSR is what I would recommend doing here for Killing Floor 3 on the Valve Steam Deck OLED. Let me know if you guys want me to test this game on the ROG Ally or on my actual beefy gaming PC with a 4090 and an ultra wide monitor. But with that all out of the way, thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a minute since I've done a benchmark because there haven't been that many games that I was interested in picking up recently. But we're heading into new game season. We got Battlefield 6 beta coming soon. I'm going to try to test that on all my devices as well. But if you want to see this game tested on more devices, let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. We are closing in on 5,400 subscribers. We're about 10 subscribers away, give or take. So if you enjoy the content, subscribe to support me. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Peace.